What's up, guys? Chris Johnson back with you with another unboxing. This time today I have the Dragon Ball Super Fierce Battle Jiren, actually. So this one is Jiren, and I haven't gotten any Jiren figures yet, so I figured it was about time to pick one up. This is a Ban Presto one. This is a set that has a looks like a mastered Ultra Instinct Goku as well. Looks pretty nice. The box art is pretty well done. I like these kind of dual sets that they've been putting out with two characters. Kind of gives it a cool little bit of drama to the whole thing. And there's only a few seemingly good Jiren figures out there, so hopefully this one will be one that looks pretty good on the box. I like the way he looks better than the Goku, but that's not here or there yet. So anyway, let's take a look at that. And then also, in case you guys didn't know, which you probably do if you've read my profile, so I am part of the Dragon Ball Collectors Global Facebook group. And if you are a collector, I highly recommend you go check it out and let them know that you saw the information here on my videos. And it's a great group of some good guys who, and a few gals, who all collect Dragon Ball, and whether that's original Dragon Ball, Z, or Super, or whatever, everybody there is a fan. Everybody there seems to be very nice and polite, unlike a few other collectors groups I've been a part of where there's a bunch of elitism and some other crap. That is not the case with this group so far. I've seen some good people. Everybody's nice and supportive of each other's collections, and it's just a good place to find more information about figures, and just to find some community for your passion. So go check it out, guys, if you're on Facebook. Dragon Ball Collectors Global. All right. Now, without further ado, let's check this guy out. All right. Let's see here. I still haven't decided if I'm a fan or not of everything just being put in that tiny little center pouch. Sometimes they're hard to get out of there, but I imagine it does protect them pretty well, given that they get bumped around a lot. Let's see here. So pretty standard. Everything's kind of divvied up into a few pockets. Oops, looks like I missed that pocket entirely for the little connector for the stand. So again, pretty straightforward. Pushes into the stand, and then this will connect into his back somewhere. Looks like there's a couple of pegs for feet on here. One thing I do like is it looks like they've even added a little half step here to help the figure sit better on the base, which is really nice actually, because sometimes they do not want to stay. Some legs, disembodied legs, and torso. Somewhat unusually, this is only two pieces for a figure. Usually the head is separate, or so arms are separate, so it's kind of interesting that this is just torso and legs, but that's cool. And again, they just kind of put a different peg shape here and you just match it up. And that one's pretty straightforward, isn't he? So he's got a pretty good dynamic pose. It must be the lighting and the boxing. So the box art shows like a lot of contrast between his muscles there, but it must have been just the lighting they used or something that happened in Photoshop, because he's pretty flat all in all. There's not a lot of, the sculpt is good, but there's not a lot of toning between the muscles. It's all just one flat color, which is a little unfortunate. Something I might fix myself. But overall the sculpt is pretty good. You can see the expression is pretty good. It's got a lot of nicks and battle damage, but again, that would have been super cool to have some contrast to, and not just be flat, because what's the point of that? So that's an interesting production choice, but you know, everything has a cost, I guess. So yeah, he's pretty torn up, obviously right in the middle of the battle, and super. I don't have too many, I don't know, I mean, Jiren wouldn't really even qualify as a villain, per se, but when I first started collecting, I only collected Vegeta figures, almost exclusively, and it wasn't until recent years that I branched out into a few other characters. So I guess you could call him an antagonist. So I don't have very many antagonists from the series, so it was kind of nice to get something a little different to add to the collection. And if you haven't seen my other posts on my Instagram, I post a lot of figures from my collection, along with character quotes and motivation, inspirational quotes in my stories. So definitely check that out if you're interested as well. So yeah, overall, pretty happy with the sculpt itself. A little bit of a rough finish. You can see there's like some grooving across most of the surface, which is interesting. Unless that was intentional, but I don't think so. Interesting. Yeah, definitely heavy on the musculature, which again, Jiren was pretty much a beast. Pretty cool. His Pride Trooper outfit's pretty much shot. And this is all hard, so it's not flexible here. It's just part of the hard sculpt. And this tear here, I would have liked to see that come out a little bit. But again, overall, pretty nice. This was super reasonable. I think I got him on Amazon for $25 or something like that. And when you have Prime free shipping, it's pretty hard to beat sometimes. Though I do need to shop more at the Big Bad Toy Store as well. They've got a lot of cool stuff, and they help support Dragon Ball Collectors Global as well. So let's get him on the stand here and see how he fits. Alright, sometimes it's a little tricky to get the pegs right in the right spot on the feet. There we go. Yeah, see, that little half step really makes a difference to keep that dynamic pose, and he fits right on there. This foot, same thing, he fits right on there. I'm actually pretty happy with that. I don't even know if the arm here was necessary, but it's kind of nice to give him that extra support. So he sits pretty nicely. A lot of these figures, you know, they have good poses, but they're super unstable. I've had them fall off my shelves a few times and some other crazy stuff. Especially the big soft vinyl ones, for whatever reason, like that Goku in my first video, kept falling down, you know. They just don't hold up very well as far as keeping their balance. So yeah, I think overall I'm pretty happy with this guy. Yeah, the only thing I would have really liked to see was some more two-toning in the paint, you know, at least two tones. Give some more contrast to the muscles. You know, a little lighter and darker in the leg muscles. Just some contrast, because overall the paint job's kind of flat. But the quality of the sculpt is good. You know, the stand seems good. Figure seems pretty solid. I'm not too worried about him going anywhere. And now I've got a cool antagonist to add to my collection. So there you go, guys. Be sure to check them out. Let me give you another close-up here. I'd probably recommend this figure. Good price point, good detail. And then as I start to get into some custom work, hopefully I can do some work on these guys and kind of spruce them up a little bit, and you guys can see what you think. So do you guys like Jiren? Are you fans? You know, if you are, let me know. Shoot me a comment, and I'll see you guys here for the next one, and we'll follow up. Again, be sure to check out Dragon Ball Collectors Global, the group. And again, I just finished this giant, well, I guess it's not giant, but 18 by 24 inch acrylic painting of the Raditz saga. I'm gonna start doing paintings from each of the sagas and some other cool stuff. So be sure to keep an eye out for that. And this is available on my Etsy now. I'll take a more dynamic photo here soon, but it's available now. And you can check the link in my bio for that. All right, guys. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll check you out next time for another review.